Bright lights city, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. The Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Now on second down after the short completion. To the air, it's Owens. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So UNLV's offense will have its first possession of the game. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
I just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
And guys with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Grabbed behind the line, it's McGee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll try the run. Brought down just outside the red. Change is at the 22.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebel.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Owens. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He's got his man and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Gets it out quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Makes the grab. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hog mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend, don't break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Getting some heat. Caught close to the marker. It's McGee. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here we go. Takes the handoff. It's Green. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and nowhere to run.
With the catch, it's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to gotta get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to...
Nice run there on first. Running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Brimley making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Longhorns are on the move. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Jolly. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Touch pass on the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got a man. It's McGee. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just...
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll run it from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Green. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are too...
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's going to look for a man on third and short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Hold and fired complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's McGee. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And he's able to shed one tackle. Good yardage.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He'll pitch it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's moved. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Rebels will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. The give to the left side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Owens. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Just plowing ahead. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. This offense has a 2nd down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Jolly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face. Going for it inside your own 40. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the left side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll toss it. Running with power. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's McGee. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quickly complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after three. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man in the middle. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
First down here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got him all by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Moon. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Rebels line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Owens. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pull down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Quick toss. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
And the Rebels get enough to move the chain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Got a man, it's moved. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Owens. They're trying to get to it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
He's got it down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Rebels hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll try the right side. Still running it, just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Offense in an empty set. Back to pass, it's Owens. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation, 4th down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play preview?
Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.